Hey YouTube, Robert Johnson of RJ Fitness here, and as you can see by the title of the video, this is what I've been thinking about could be a new way of fat burning, a new innovative way of fat burning. Just because I've not seen anything on it. I've looked, I've not found anybody who's researched this, or anybody who's even slightly looked into it. So it's something that I can't believe that people haven't thought about. And maybe it's completely stupid. Maybe it doesn't work. But I mean, I've not done research. I'm doing research on different elements of it, and each element of it. I mean, why wouldn't you combine them? Because each element of it is fat burning, and combining them can only make it better, in my mind. I mean, it might sound stupid to you, but bear with me. So it is low intensity steady state cardio, or LISS, fasted and making your skin temperature as cold as possible. Now, what I mean by that is, I actually found a video months and months ago, I can't even remember who did it, but all credit to him for this idea of the skin temperature. This guy that I saw the video on, he takes ice baths to burn fat. Now, I've heard of, and I've obviously taken ice baths in the past for muscle recovery, and know of many athletes who do it. It is standard issue in the athletics world to take an ice bath after your training. But that's for muscle recovery, not fat burning. This guy, he takes ice baths for fat burning, and his theory is, and it's a completely valid theory, I believe, he makes his skin temperature as cold as possible, so that his core temperature has to heat up to keep him warm. Now, this process of heating up your body burns calories and burns them from fat. So I mean, I would even think if you do it fasted, like do it in the morning or something, it would work even better. I don't think he mentions that. I mean, I'll try and find the video, and if I do, then I'll put it in the description box below, or put it in a comment or something, or I'll even mention it in a different video. So his theory is make his body cold, body has to try and heat itself up, burns calories, and burns it from fat. So that got me thinking, especially when this cold weather rolled around, wintertime, that if you, I mean, firstly, just doing low intensity steady state cardio, that burns fat. Burns it slowly, yes. I mean, I know that people are going for HIIT cardio now, which is great, but the difference between HIIT and LISS cardio is the percentages of what macronutrients are used to fuel that exercise. So in the case of HIIT cardio, you actually use a lot of carbs. You use about, I think it's 80% carbs and 20% fat is the energy source for HIIT cardio, because you're doing it explosively. So you need something that burns really fast, which is carbs. That is your energy source. Fat doesn't burn so easily, but in low intensity steady state cardio, you use 80% fat and about 20% carbs, maybe even more fat, because your body doesn't need it as quick. It's non-explosive movement, so your body doesn't need to burn it as fast. So it just slowly wears away the fat. So by combining these two elements, by making your body cold and by doing low intensity steady state cardio, that's got to be a great combination, I would think. I've not done research on it fully to track any results, because I can't find any results for it, because in my knowledge, nobody has tried this, and if they have, they've not documented it. So my theory would be, when it's cold outside, when it's winter. Now, if this gets you sick, don't do it, obviously. But my theory would be, get up in the morning when it's like 40 degrees for Americans and 0 degrees for basically everybody else. When it's freezing outside, first thing in the morning, or if it's cold throughout the day, perfect. Go out, shorts and a t-shirt, and walk 2 miles, 3 miles. It'll take you 30 minutes at most. And that should burn more calories from fat than doing one of the other things. Also, by doing it fasted, your body has to eat away at the fat in your body, because that's its only fuel source it has. It doesn't have like carbs in you to burn. So, I mean, I would love to do a study on it to see, and I might even do a study on it, because as anybody who's has watched any of my previous videos knows, I'm a kinesiology health promotions major, so I might at some point be asked to do a research paper on something, and this might be that something. So it's just something to think about. If somebody wants to try it out, I'm probably going to try it out, although getting up that early is difficult. But I mean, even if you just try 2 of the factors, so I mean there's 3 factors in it, and that's the fasted part of it, the LIS part, and the temperature part. So even if you just try out 2 of those, I mean, just let me know what you think about it in the comments. So something to think about, food for thought. Let me know what you think. Until next time, guys, I'll see you.